Well, we're back. Oh, thank God.
Well, and Katie. Thank her too, Stace.
You've really been there? To Hong Kong and back? In less than half an hour?
All I really know is I did what she asked me to do, and she took me on this whirlwind tour of, well, a whole series of places, one of which gave me unlimited access to both the propaganda mill that Ingenious are ramping up for their assault on the world, and another, a full database of critical connections. So we have what we need, I hope. Thanks to Katie.
And to you, Alistair. I couldn't have done it without you. But now, I'm afraid, I need to ask all of you to come with me again. Leave this peaceful place behind because, well, there are complications somewhere else, and I'm needed. So, Catherine, can you give me a hand and guide us to the most likely press agency in your contact list? With pleasure, Katie. If we have a chance to stop in all this before it happens, I'm with you. Al, are you up for this?
Wouldn't miss it, Stace. It's what I've been hoping for over the past year. A real chance to sabotage Ingenious before they gain that final stranglehold on the world. And we're truly down to the wire here on this. Now or never. Right, Katie?
No truer words, Alistair. Stacey, what do you say? Beautiful this place may be, but you're not leaving me behind. What did you think? I'd say no? I expected you to be yourself. And back where I come from, I have a friend. Let's just say she's a lot like you. So I understand exactly where you're coming from, and why it takes a lot more than just words to earn your trust. But I hope, after this, maybe I've earned just a little trust. You have, Katie. You have. But don't think this means I'm ready to just do what you say. Are we clear? We're clear. Now, gather in, everyone. We're going to spread the news. I can take you home, Catherine, but from there, you'll be driving. You can't know how much we appreciate what you're doing for us, Katie. It's not... I mean, you didn't have to be here, helping us through this. And I can tell by Alistair's attitude, he's totally in awe of what you've been able to accomplish. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Catherine. Showing Alistair a full glimpse into what I can do wasn't what I would have preferred, but unfortunately... I know, we're out of time, and any other approach would take far too long. Even this approach has taken too long, it would seem. But we're here now. We're moving along this path, and I've made the choices I have. And you know I couldn't have just left you alone, let this all come down on you, without at least trying to help. I know who you are, Katie. And maybe Alistair and Stacey do too. We won't forget this. Alright, follow this road and turn here. Now a few more blocks. There it is. You're kidding me. NNI. Is it really News Network International? Exactly. Our best hope to get all of this before the public in the shortest possible time. And I know a manager who will take my word without question, circulate the data and the story as soon as we give it to him. I think I know the one. Alright, I'm going to swing you quickly inside, so you can confirm he's here. Should be in this office. Yes, looks like he's still here, waiting for you. Katie, how did you... You've never been here, have you? That's a tough one, Catherine. And for now, since the full answer is long and complicated, I'm afraid all you get is a simple no. But later, I promise, I'll tell you what's really going on. Right now, I need to drop the three of you off, out in this quiet hallway, and you take it from here, all right? You've done more than enough, Katie, and I know you're in pain. That something else has happened while you've been here helping us, so yes, leave this in our hands. And you go help those others who are waiting for you. But Katie, remember, if we can ever help you... Thank you, Catherine. You already have, more than you know. And now, I'm dropping the three of you off. Good luck with Vic. You really do. Let's just leave things as they are for now. Alistair, I believe there's a news team who will be overjoyed to get what you're carrying. Catherine will show you the way. Yes. Let's go and give Vic the story of a lifetime, and see if we can stop Ingenious in its tracks.
I'll be sad to see you go, Katie. I can't deny that. But you also can't babysit us forever, so thanks for setting us on the path. Now go do what you need to.
And Katie, come back and visit. Maybe we can have a real conversation. I'd like that. So would I. Right now, though, it's 9 in the evening, local time.
Perfect timing to get the newsreels rolling on a story that will change the world. I'll let you three get to it.
Oh God, let's hope I can live with what I've done here. Given Catherine a chance to navigate around the disaster, but at what cost? Another timeline devastated. Natalia, I can't even bring myself to think about it. And now I have to try and help Katja pick up the pieces. There's no way around this. She's gone through it, and I've got to be there for her. Make Natalia's sacrifice mean something, as Katja says. But I know I can't just accept that Natalia's gone and there's no way to avoid it. Because I know that's not true. I know just the same as I did when I watched Catherine die, that I'll go back, find Natalia and get her out before whoever kills her has a chance to do that. Start a new line. Can I explain that to Katja? I'm going to help set her on the best path I can, but I won't be back. God, it's tearing me apart. I don't know that I can't do it. There will always have to be a version of me in Katja's life. Both the Katja that is suffering right now, knowing that Natalia's gone, and the one I'll try to divert from that fate. Because if I think about it, to speak in this moment, struggling with what to do, a version of me will certainly opt for a long-term commitment to Katja's current timeline. It may not be me, but one of us. The lines are splitting even now. So when I go back to help Natalia escape, it won't be a complete abandonment of the existing line, just the birth of a new one. One that I can more easily live with. The stronger me, she'll stick with Katja all the way. So here I come, Katja. Here we come. All of us. God, Katie, you have no idea how glad I am to see you. Have you found Tessa and Alexei? Not yet. I came for you first, because I want you to be with me when I show up to collect them. It'll make things easier. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't see this coming. And Natalia, you're going to make them pay, Kat. I found out who they are, and our friend Natalia deserves every ounce of effort we can put in. But first, we need to get over to Tessa's and pull her and Alexei out, while we still can. On our way now. I can't fix this, Katja. Not now for you, but you don't need to tell me. I know you. You also can't bear it. You'll go back and you will save her. Save me, all of us, from this fate. But I'll still be here, in this path, and I won't abandon you. Right here, right now, we start you on a better path. Too late for Natalia, but there they are. Just waiting for you, my sister self. Let's get them out of here. Together.
Katja? Yes, my friend. We're here to pull you out, before this whole thing gets any crazier. But you saw the news. Natalia's been murdered. I hoped your friend Kat might be able to... I know, and I'm never going to be able to forget the decisions I made that left her rescue too late. But I'm here now, and the four of us need to do what we can to honor her memory. Starting with finding out what it was she discovered that led to her kidnapping and her murder. We know it was them, though, Kat. Magix, a clandestine, insidious agency that has the ear of almost every government in the world. Natalia must have dug up something that they couldn't let her broadcast, so they took her out. Alexei, you ready to do some digging through Natalia's computer systems? See if you can uncover the facts?
Sounds easy in principle, but if Nginx is as good as Katja suggests, they'll certainly have wiped any data from Natalia's records that might lead to scandal or incrimination.
But we know you're an expert at making something out of nothing, right, Alexei?
Just watch me.
Then we move. Katja, you can direct us to Natalia's workspace, right? I hoped you would say that. Of course I can. Alright, let's get Natalia's secrets out into the world. Gather up, everyone. The light beckons.
I don't envy you, Kat. You know that? Which part? Having these abilities or trying to juggle multiple timelines so that all those I care about stay safe? Because right now that's not working out so well for me. So you say. I think that remains to be seen. But I also think you missed something from that list. You're not just trying to protect those close to you. You're also trying to bring balance and eliminate threats to the world. No, to multiple worlds. And how you even begin to prioritize all that I cannot imagine. Yet you try. You keep on trying, to the best of your abilities. I know how upset you are about Natalia. We all are. But you couldn't have known how fine the balance was. You can't lay all the blame on your own shoulders. Sounds great in theory, but in practice, it's eating me away. And there's nothing I can do about it except what I'm doing, what we're doing. Listen, am I going the right way? Yes. Are you sure you even need my help? Makes it faster. But I can feel the link to her. I've followed many like it before. Alright, down this hallway. Look at that. Her station looks pristine and untouched. I don't believe that for a second. Just made to seem that way. Can't say I disagree. Alright, let's find out what Alexei thinks.
Alright, Alexei, this is Natalia's station. We think it's been meticulously wiped clean, as they say, but I'd rather let you be the judge. I'll keep watch at the door. Catcher, don't you think they'll have this room under surveillance?
Probably. Leave it to me. Natalia, what was your login code? Looks like it's still active.
Access confirmed.
Yes, we'll keep that as our little secret. So, as you expected, looks as though all that's left here is mundane stuff. Meticulous, you said? Professional. Clean hack, clean wipe, almost undetectable. So first, let me see about surveillance. Tap into the feed. There. Let's see how they like this.
What is that you're feeding them, Alexei?
Famous animated adventure series, Ghost Riders. Best cyber hacker show ever made. The Watchers are going to get the message, but they have just been hacked. Now let's see what Natalia was really up to.
I thought you said the data had been carefully removed.
Backups on backups, Katie. This is a smart woman. She doesn't just leave her work exposed. And eventually I'll find a drive with enough left that I can reconstruct. There you are. Let's run my little recovery routine on you, shall we? Alright, I think we've found our treasure, ladies. I'm uploading it to my own personal online drive now.
What is it, Alexei? What did she find?
Can't know for sure until I look in detail, but from what I caught in my quick glance, some kind of agreement between Nginx and the UN security force. Sounds incriminating?
Absolutely. Maybe a cease and desist order? Or an ultimatum. Stay out of our business no matter what?
Could be. We'll see later. But wait, what's this? A note labeled... It's to you, Katja.
Really? It's addressed to me? And Nginx didn't erase it.
Not exactly addressed to you, but why else would she call the file sisterly advice?
Open it, Alexei. What does it say?
There's a lot of detail about her research, and you were thinking along the right lines, Katie. This will really make deciphering everything else much easier. But the ending is the most interesting bit.
And?
So you know what I've found. A will figure out how to access it, and they'll be coming for me. I'm going to finish this from the inside. Come find me when you can. I expect they'll be less than cordial, but trust me, I have a way out. And don't believe anything you see in the press. Remember, rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Anne.
Holy shit. Alexei, are you thinking what I am?
Maybe we're just being too hopeful here, Katja. But yes, I believe I am.
And me. Not only did our dear Natalia know she was about to be snatched, she set up a failsafe. So we'd get the data, so she could survive inside Nginx. And a propaganda trail to go with it. Katja. Our girl's still alive. Fantastic news if it's true, but our time here is just about up. Security doing a sweep.
I'm shutting down. Alright, let's get out of here while we can.
Hold on, everyone. Natalia, here we come.
You have no idea how my heart lurched when Alexei read that note from Natalia. I feel like I've just been handed a new lease on life. We all have, Kat. At least a ray of hope. We still can't be sure she's alive, but I can hear it in your voice, Katja. You know she is, don't you? You know her far better than I do, and you can feel her presence. Yes, I think I can. Had that sense all along, but I thought it was just that I couldn't let her go. Her aura still lingering with me. But now we follow that feeling. I don't think it's as strong for me, but if I take us in the wrong direction, you can guide me. Of course. But, Katie, do you really think it's a good idea to be bringing Alexei and Tessa straight into the lion's den? I don't want to risk putting them in danger. Somehow I think your Natalia was better prepared than either of us knew. I don't think she's even in the lion's den. In fact, I suspect whatever plan she engineered that gave her a way to escape has not only landed her in a safe hiding place, but possibly mapped out a solution for all of us.
Are you sure you know where you're going, Cat? You're not even in the city anymore.
You tell me. This is the most direct path towards Natalia, if my sense of her aura is right.
Yes, I can feel we're getting closer. Just can't understand how she could have ended up out here, or how all that news about her death even got out.
You're a journalist, Katja, and an investigator, like I am. And Natalia is a gifted reporter. She knows how to manipulate the news, bend it to her will. Those images you saw were probably real so far as they went. Makeup, digital editing, and the entire story could be very well documented. I think we're getting close.
Yes, just down this last country road. What is this, a logging area?
Looks like it. So, our Natalia not only set up someone, or more than one someone, to release the false news of her death, but she persuaded them to spirit her away to a location that's completely off the radar. I'm going to be so happy to see her again.
Then it looks like we're both in for a joyful reunion. There she is, Cat. Natalia.
From the peripheral scan, I'd say it's just the two of them. And who knew the police could be so easily bribed?
He's not just the police, Cat. He's...
Let me guess. Miguel? Or maybe I didn't get the name quite right.
No, exactly right. And he's saved our asses, all of us. Not for the first time.
Then let's join the party. I can't wait to meet him.
It's a small place, everyone, and they won't be expecting us, so please, wait until Katja and I have prepped them.
This is where Natalia is?
Yes, she's here, and she's fine. But let me open the conversation with Katie, alright? You go right ahead. All this cloak and dagger stuff is a bit out of my league anyway. Alex and I will wait right here. Thanks, Tessa, Alexei. Hang in there. We'll be needing you. Shit, Katja. Where did you come from? It's alright, Miguel. You can put down the gun.
Can't be too careful. This whole business has me on edge.
And for good reason. Natalia has the biggest criminal case of the century, and you're right in the thick of it. Thank you so much for helping her get away.
She can be very persuasive. Ever since that whole thing with GCN, I've been a devout follower. I don't know how she uncovers these things, but she has a gift, and anything I can do using my own connections, I owe it to her to help.
And now that Miguel's heaped praise on me from every angle, let me just say thank you myself. I couldn't have gone through with this entire scheme if I hadn't been given help from many sides. Miguel was the final piece of the puzzle. Victor got the false news story out, one we'd already set up weeks ago, but Miguel arranged my disappearance. And my new friend Elena, she did the rest. Elena? Is she your connection inside Nginx? Exactly. Indoctrinated, respected and experienced, but also absolutely horrified at what they're planning. So not only did she help me gain access to the Nginx database, so I'd slowly be able to dig into their secrets, but she also set up the supposed hit that took me out, the one that was so well documented on all the networks. And while that was all going down, Miguel spirited me away to this remote cabin where I've been living these past few days. You're lucky you caught him. He only dropped by with provisions and to make sure I was doing okay. You've been out here completely on your own? For days? Given the nature of our mutual enemy, isolation was the best option. But if they had found you, you'd have been an easy target. Natalia, I'm so glad we finally worked out what really happened. That news story had me freaked. I'm so sorry, Katja, but it had to seem real. And I couldn't risk putting the word out to you directly. Hence the hidden message. I assume Alexei dug out all my data as well? He did, but none of it would have happened at all if it hadn't been for Katie here. You remember her, Natalia? I believe you met briefly? I remember our first real time together and a wrestling match with Lisa. It was the start of, well, of many things. And the beginning of the end for GCN. So how could I forget? Good to finally meet you in a more calm moment. And you have no idea how happy it makes me to be meeting you, Natalia. You remind me of someone very close to me. And Katja and I, we were pretty worried about you. But I see you've been in good hands. Thank you, Miguel.
It has been my pleasure, and you know, I believe I have overstayed my welcome. I am expected back in the city, and it is a long journey home.
Yes, Miguel, you've done more than enough. We can take this from here. Me, Katie, and Alexei? Tessa? Alexei? Tessa? Give me a second. Shit, there's an open window and a vehicle just disappearing. They've been taken.